stuff that looks good on paper. You guys ready?
No, it's not 6:50. Oh, yes, it is.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. Today has been a very, very busy business day. So I have been looking forward to teaching all day. So I appreciate you guys spending time with me today. It means a lot because I'm going to tell you guys something about life before we get started. All right.
Business day can be a taekwondo day if you just punch.
Yep, there we go. Ian got muted. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys some advice about life. All right, so I absolutely love my job. Right, I love the fact that I get to come here and work with you guys and stuff. And when you have a business to take care of, sometimes you forget that. And so when I get to come and teach and work with you guys, that's a great reminder of why I started doing this in the first place. So I just want to say thank you guys for being here, and let's have an awesome class. You guys ready? All right, excellent. Let's see, I've got my little. Got my, got my lesson plan here, so I got to make sure I've got that ready. Set position, everybody say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys, excellent. All right, we're going to start out with 10 jumping jacks. Let's stay together, count loud, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job, all right. All right, so I will tell you guys, I ran a 5K earlier today. I just need to get some stress out, so my legs are already tired. So let's get your legs tired to match mine. So let's step out into a sitting stance. Let's bend those knees. Let's bring our hands tight fist back to our hips just like this. Elbows are pointing straight back. Chest up nice and tall, head forward. Good. All right, take your right hand. We're going to do a punch and yell. Ready, and go. Ayo! Good. Every time I count, you're going to punch and yell. Ready, and 1. Ayo! 2. Ayo! 3, ayo, 4, ayo, 5, ayo, 6, ayo, 7, ayo, 8, ayo, 9, ayo. Last one, make it your best one, and 10, ayo. All right, everybody set position. All right, let's do 5 more jumping jacks. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice job. All right, legs nice and wide. Arms up. And stretch down. Keep those legs nice and straight. Make sure you're bending at the waist. Turn sideways so you guys can see. Excellent. Just like that. Feel that stretch in the back of your legs. I will tell you guys, when you get a little bit older, like me, unfortunately, 40 is getting closer and closer to, for me. I'm seeing, I think this, over to your right foot for me. Yes, sir. Grab your right foot, very good. I don't know if the pandemic has kickstarted something, but I'm finding more gray hairs than I ever have before. It's happening. All right, over to your left side, yes, sir. And when that starts happening, all right, your body starts to get tight, okay? Especially for the guys, I'm talking to you, all right? Guys tend to lose their flexibility a little bit faster than the ladies out there, all right? Ladies, I'm not saying that you can't lose your flexibility. Back down to the middle one more time. But guys have a tendency to have tighter hips than the ladies do. So what that turns into, it turns into lower back pain because everything back here is tight from the back of the leg through the glute to the lower back. All of that stays really tight. So gentlemen, all right, make sure that you keep stretching as part of your daily routine. It's important. Everybody stand up tall for me. Yes, sir? Yes, sir. All right, everybody step forward with your left leg, hands up, ready. Aya! Good, keep those elbows in. All right, we're gonna do jab cross. So jab with the front hand. Cross with the back hand. Notice the jab comes out nice and straight, keeping the elbow in. In the cross, we're going to turn our hips, point the belly button. That's important. So we want to have that full rotation. All right. And check this out. I want you guys to notice something. When I'm like this, my punch is here. If I don't turn, my cross is here. When I square my body up, it kind of evens things out. So that way my jab and my cross come out to the same distance. Boom, and then boom, like that. If I don't turn, see how I go to that black bag? But then I only get to the front of the black bag. Can you guys see that? All right, you've got to turn those hips so you can get that extension. If you turn them enough, you can get even more extension. That's where your power comes from, okay? So here we go, Spartan stance. Aya! Jab cross on my count. And 1, aya! 2, aya! 3, aya! 4, aya! And 5, aya! Good, everybody hop switch, aya! All right, here we go. On my count, ready, 1, aya! 2, aya! 3, aya! 4, aya! And 5, aya! All right, everybody set position. Yes, sir? Yes, sir. Hey, quick point before we bow in. You guys, when we're doing our jab cross, do you guys know what the center line is? The center line is this line that splits your body in half, all right? If you talk to a lot of boxers, they talk about staying off the center line. They're going to use their bobs and their weaves and all that kind of stuff to stay off that center line. When you're doing your jab, notice how my head, if this is the center line right here, comes off that center line, and then my cross, see how my head kind of goes side to side? If you're just going like this, think about how much of an easy target you are to hit. When you're moving, when you're sparring, you'll see a lot of guys, you know, they're dipping down like this. You don't want to keep your head in one spot, okay? That same principle applies to the center line, whether you're doing boxing, martial arts, anything like that. That's why we stay light on our feet, and we want to be able to move. All right, everybody set position. Yes, sir? Yes, sir. All right, guys, let's do our bow in. Trip, kunye.
Yes, I can.
All right, guys, let's repeat the tenets of Taekwondo. Everybody say courtesy.
Courtesy.
Integrity.
Integrity.
Perseverance.
Perseverance.
Self-control.
Self-control.
Indomitable spirit.
Indomitable spirit.
All right, now let's repeat the student note. I shall observe the tenets of Taekwondo.
I shall observe the tenets of Taekwondo.
I shall respect instructors and senior students.
I shall respect instructors and senior students.
I shall never misuse Taekwondo.
I shall never misuse Taekwondo.
I will be a champion of freedom and justice.
I will be a champion of freedom and justice.
I will build a more peaceful world, sir.
I will build a more peaceful world, sir.
And bow.
Yes, I can.
All right, guys, great job today. All right, now, so you want to hear something crazy? So like testing's in like 3 weeks. It's already like back around again. All right.
All the white eyes going.
We've been doing this for so long online that testing's coming around again, which is crazy to think about. All right. We've been doing this over 2 months now. So wild. But what that means is that we're getting closer. So make sure you guys are, number one, signing up for your private lessons. So you're getting that. Remember, this is not a black belt testing time. Okay. This is going to be a colored belt testing time.
Midterms first.
Midterm for first degree. Thank you, Mr. Lemaster. All right. So we don't have any second degrees or higher that are going to be testing. First degrees, you have your midterm. All right. And then our colored belts, you guys will be eligible as long as you've been training on a regular basis. Okay. All right. So that just means we need to continue to prepare. All right. We are going to work on our fit test first. All right. This week, we're talking about power, but I say power. All right, guys. We're going to work on our sit-ups today. All right, is going to be our fit test, right, Mr. Lemaster?
Sure,
okay, so I got Mr. Lemaster trying to help me out. I've been busy all day, so like I'm going to look to him, like make sure I'm doing the right thing. All right, so we're going to do sit-ups first, and then we're going to get into our class. So you guys find a spot, either get a partner or somebody to hold your feet, or you can take your toes and maybe like pin them under the couch or something like that. But we are going to do 1 minute of sit-ups. All right, and you guys are going to rock it out. All right. And we're going to talk a little bit about power and what that means with sit-ups, okay? Here we go. I got 1 minute of sit-ups. On your mark, get set, go.
While you guys are working on sit-ups, we do have a question. Will testing be done in person?
I will tell you that more than likely we are going to do virtual testing again. So be prepared for that, all right? I do have some news about live classes, so that is coming up, so be prepared. I'm going to talk to you guys about that at the end of class because it does affect you guys. All right, you guys are doing a good job. You are right at the halfway point. You are at 30 seconds in, 30 seconds to go. Looking good. Now remember, all right, building up that core strength is important, okay? You have to have that stable core, okay? That's going to be, you know, your abs in front, all right? It's going to be your obliques on the side, all that good stuff right there, even the muscles in your lower back. Having that strong core is important to not only balance, but being able to transfer energy in the proper way. What that means is you're pushing from your feet into some sort of technique, all right? Having that strong core is going to enable you to maximize power and time. Great job, everybody. Nice work. All right, everybody stand up tall for me.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Now we're going to get in, we're going to talk about some side kicks today. We're going to talk a little bit of power, and we're going to talk about varying power for different situations. So this is important, okay? First thing I want to do is I want to review our kick combo that we've been working on. We're just going to work on the first 3 kicks of that, okay? Just so everybody can work that together. I know intermediates, you guys have your skip and your spin. Advanced, you have your jump spin, and black belts, you have your 360. You guys still have that, okay? But we're only going to focus on the basics because everybody can work on the basic kicks to get a little bit more knowledge on that. Okay, so let's review the 3 kicks of our basic kick combo, our beginner kick combo, okay? So everybody sideways, sparring stance. All right, let's work through these 3 together. Front leg is going to do a side kick. That means we're going to pivot on the back leg as we chamber, and then we're going to kick out nice and straight. Front leg side kick, and then set that foot down. All right, The next one, we're going to kick with the same leg, but we're going to take a step forward. So our back leg is going to step behind, okay? Everybody show me your behind step. That's important to turn your hip in the right direction. If you step in front like we did with the round kick, watch what happens. If I step in front, my hip goes this way. Then I have to bring it around extra to pivot. We don't want that. We're going to lose time, okay? I know we talked about speed last week, but we've got to make sure that we're doing the right steps to make sure that we use fast techniques, because speed is a part of power. If you throw a technique slow, it's a little bit harder to get more power out of it, okay? So body sideways, back leg steps behind the front leg, pick up the front leg, and then we're gonna kick out. Look, that kick looks very similar to the first one, we just add the step. Now we're gonna do the back leg kick, okay? We've got a pivot on our front leg, okay? I'm gonna back up so you guys can see my foot. My pivot, my toes on my front foot are gonna point behind me. I'm gonna bring my knee in, and then I'm gonna kick out, just like that, okay? So let's review all three of those kicks. Sparring stance, front leg side kick, step behind side kick, remember same leg kicks, and then back leg side kick, back leg swings around, just like that. Very good. Okay, all right, we're sparring stance. Let's do that one more time. Ready, front leg side kick, stepping side kick, and then back leg side kick, and just like that. All right, guys, I'm gonna put about 30 seconds on the clock, and I'm just gonna walk, I said walk around like you guys are actually, like here in the room, all right? I wish you guys were here, all right? But I'm gonna watch you guys on the screen. You're gonna work on that combo for 30 seconds, all right? And I'm just gonna be watching technique, okay? Ready, and go. All three kicks, front leg side kick, step behind side kick, back leg side kick. Good. Remember, the secret of this technique is the chamber. Guys, the side kick is nothing without the chamber. So work on bringing that knee in, kicking out. Make sure you're not dipping that front shoulder. All right, we don't want to see this. I don't want to see where you're dipping down and it turns into like a back kick, all right, with your toes pointed down. We want the side kick. Think about your kick. You want your foot sideways like that.
And Mr. Knuckles, I'm noticing a lot of people hooking their foot as well for these cycles.
Guys, don't get ahead of me. Hook kicks next cycle, all right? I think this is what Mr. Lemaster's talking about. He doesn't want to see this, where it kind of like flicks out. Make sure that heel is strong and then bring it back. The knee has to go start in front, kick out, and then bring the knee back in front. And at the right time. Nice job. All right. Okay. Now, let's kind of work on that. The first thing I want to talk about is sparring. Okay. I want to talk about power in sparring. Depending on your partner, I know we've got a lot of like teenagers and adults that are colored belts. Okay. When you start sparring, we want to be very careful with our power. You guys may have seen, like a black belt test. I tested back in February. You may have been to another black belt testing where you see the black belts that are hitting harder, okay? Number one, all right, there's a comfort level, I think, with doing something for so long to where you've got the confidence that you can take a hit and you'll be okay, all right? That's why you see the black belts hitting a little bit harder. And that's completely fine. If you're okay with it and they're okay with it, completely fine, all right? But when we're starting out and we're a colored belt, especially a beginner colored belt sparring, we want to make sure that we are very careful with that contact level so you guys can get used to it and see what it feels like, and then we'll kind of amp up the power from there, okay? So here's what I want you guys to do, is I want you guys to work that combo again, but I want you guys to think about somewhere around 30 to 50% power, okay? And that's going to look something like this, all right? Where we're still going to have great technique, but you're going to go kick, kick, and just like that. Not going too fast, not going too powerful, but imagine that you're making contact with someone, okay? All right, so I want you guys to go sparring stance. Ready? All right, you're going to work that combo for 30 seconds, all right, where you guys are going to do about 30 to 50% power, okay? Here we go. On the clock. On your mark, get set, and go. It's about 30 to 50% power. Now, I know some of you guys are thinking, man, I really like to kick hard. I like to kick hard too, all right? But when you bring the power down, that creates an opportunity for you guys to work on other things that are important, like proper technique, all right? Maybe focus on target areas, okay? That's important as well. So make sure your eyes are going forward. Make sure they're going to the right position, all right? Don't worry, we're about to kick hard in just a second. I'm gonna give you guys 5 more seconds. We're about 30 to 50% power. That doesn't mean do it sloppy. Very good. And freeze. Nice job, everybody. All right, guys. Now, one thing I want you guys to work on is talking about board breaking, okay? I have a question. All right. How much power do you use when you break boards? Do you use scale of 1 to 10? Do you use 1 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 when you break boards? I see a lot of 10s going up there. That's exactly right. Now, here's something I want you guys to think about. All right. Let's think about if you've got one board that you're trying to break. All right. Now, like myself, I've broken boards stacked up a lot. You know, I at my last testing, I broke 6 boards stacked together for my 6-degree test. All right. Let me ask you guys a question. If I break one board or 5 boards or 6 boards or whatever it is, do you think that I am hitting the one board less than I do the 5 board or the 6 board? You're exactly right. Okay. Whether it's 1 board or 6 boards or more, I'm going to hit it always like it's 6 boards. Okay. 100% power in whatever you do. Don't get overconfident. I'm going to tell you guys a story real fast. All right. When I think I was testing for 4th degree senior black belt, I did not break my boards and I did not pass my test. All right. Because I got a little overconfident, all right, that I could break the board and I didn't practice like I should have. All right. If I had been practicing 100% power on the board breaking, I probably wouldn't have been able to break it. All right. So no matter what you do, everything that you do, make sure you give 100% effort. And that's not just board breaking, that's life. Yes, sir? All right. That's important. Okay. All right. So here's what I want to do is let's take that combo now and let's break it up. The first kick, I want you to do about 25% power. The second kick, I want you to do about 50% power. The third kick, I want you to do about somewhere between 75 and 100% power, okay? So it's gonna look like this. So we've got 25%, 50%, and then 75 to 100. Just like that. So I'm gonna turn that hip, and I'm gonna throw that kick nice and strong, okay? Everybody understand that? So we're gonna climb the ladder of power. First kick, 25%, next kick, 50%, last kick, 75 to 100%. Everybody got it? All right, 30 seconds of that. Ready and go. There we go. Climb the ladder of power. Starting off low and rising it up.
And while you guys are kicking, I'm going to remind you, keep those hands up next to your cheeks. Good defensive posture.
Good, looking good. Almost there. And time. All right, now, I know some of you guys are looking at me like, Mr. Nevels, all right, I know I'm supposed to kick harder. I'm supposed to be about 75 to 100% power, all right? But how do I generate that power? And that's really important, okay? All right, there's a couple little subtle ways that you guys can start generating a little bit of power, okay? I'm gonna show you guys one of those ways. Now, if you're a black belt, you may have seen this before, okay? But power is not just doing a good chamber, okay? It's getting your whole body involved, all right? It's getting your whole, your whole system involved with that, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys something. All right, I wanna make sure that you guys can see my feet. I'm gonna do a step side kick so you guys can see this, okay? I'm gonna step behind, all right? Now, I want you guys to watch this foot over here, all right? So watch, I'm gonna step behind, boom. I'm gonna do my side kick and put my foot down, all right? Do you see how my foot did not move? The foot that I told you to look at? So look at this foot over here. You guys see that? This foot, I'm gonna step behind and I'm gonna kick. See, it didn't move. Watch this. I'm gonna give you a little something, a little taste, just kind of like last week, all right? A little something high level to kind of keep you interested in this, all right? So when you step, you're gonna think about kind of pushing off the ball of your foot, all right? So you're gonna step, pick up your leg, and then when you kick, just kind of push a little bit. Now, that was only like 2 inches, all right? But what's gonna happen is when you push off the ground, that's gonna take the power and it's gonna channel through your body. When you push, you're gonna get extra energy. When you push down, the ground pushes back up on it, okay? That energy is gonna flow through your leg, through your hips and your core, which is important, all right? That's why we talked about having that good core strength earlier. You're gonna channel more of that energy into your foot. And then when you push, it's gonna propel your body a little bit forward to make sure that you're getting more than just your leg involved. It's gonna get your whole body moving into it. So watch this one more time. So sparring stance, I'm gonna step behind, pick up this leg, and I'm just gonna push just a little bit. Now, again, it wasn't much, but I'm just going to give a little push. So here's how you practice that. All right. Now, again, if you've got any knee issues or anything and you don't feel comfortable trying to do the slide, do not do the slide. Okay. But here's how you practice this. Chamber your leg and then push yourself forward. Just kind of push yourself.
And that's a class.
It's that simple, just like that. All right. So you guys give that a try. Okay. Pick up that leg. I want you to kind of just push a little bit. Notice I'm not kicking. I'm just kind of pushing. And I'm not hopping. That's the difference. I want you guys to see this. I'm not, see that? I'm not really hopping up and down. I'm trying to slide my foot. If my foot's coming off the ground, if it's a 1/4 inch off the ground, I would be surprised. Okay?
Would you say, Mr. Novus, that you're using your hips kind of to drive that forward?
So that's a very good question. So yeah, it's a combination of my hips. I'm kind of pushing with my butt a little bit, but also pushing off with my foot as well. All right. So I'm kind of pushing and then just dragging my foot along. All right. So you guys practice that. Ready? Foot up and then just kind of push a little bit. I want to see you guys. Remember, don't hop up and down. I don't want you guys to look like pogo sticks. I want you to kind of slide across the ground. There you go. Good, very good. Oh yeah, look at you guys. That's awesome. Christian, looking good there, sir. Very nice. Okay, now let me show you guys how to put it together, okay? There is a timing element to this, okay? You can't push, then kick, because that's the same as just having your foot out like that. You've got to time the push and the kick at the same, at that same time there. So what I'm looking for is, here, so you guys can see. As soon as I push off, I'm going to extend my kick, okay? And that's going to help kind of pop that hip into it a little bit more. So that's what I want you guys to practice this time. Ready? Hands up. You're going to pick up that leg. There you go. All right, try that. Ready, go. Pranav, don't let your sister beat you now. Come on. There you go. He's stepping his game up a little bit. There we go. Nice job. And now I know that this movement might feel a little awkward. It is a little bit more of an advanced technique, but guess what, guys? All right, here's the deal, is we're all stuck at home still. All right, I want you guys getting all the little tips that you can. All right. Nice. Seeing some good work out there. Good work. All right, now here we go. Okay, our last little section that we're going to work on this, okay? All right, now I want you to take our combo. All right, front leg side kick, step behind side kick, back leg side kick, right? Now I want you to vary it up. I'm not going to tell you where to do 25, 50, and 75 to 100% power. You get to pick, okay? So, when I told you guys it was 25, 50, 75 to 100, okay? If you want to do the first kick 75 to 100 and then do 50, then 25, whatever you want to do, okay? But I want you guys to change it up. I'm going to give you 1 minute, and every time you do it, I want you to change the order of where the power goes in the kick so you guys can feel the difference and feel the different types of kicks and what power they require. If you want to do the little side step that we just practiced, that's completely fine. If you don't feel 100% comfortable with it, it's okay. You don't have to get into it just yet, okay? Oh, man. My cheeks are red. I just realized it. I think it's from my run earlier today. It was really hot, okay? All right, guys, here we go. I got 1 minute on my clock, and you guys are going to vary that power up. Okay, here we go. 1 minute and go. Good. Again, like I said, maybe your first kick is 100. Maybe your second kick is 25. Maybe your third kick is 50. So whatever you want to do. But just keep changing it up. Keep playing with it. Very nice.
See some good side kicks going on, sir.
Good. Mr. Lemaster, if you see anybody that you want to highlight and call out, feel free to do that.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. In that case, I'm going to start with Mr. Seth Campbell.
Oh, let's see it, sir. Oh, nice. Fast kick. Oh, good. Looking good, sir.
All right, we're going to go on to Mr. Aryan Basim.
Nice. He's got the zebra pants. Yeah, there you go.
All right, Mr. Nicholas Coe.
All right, Nick, let's see it, buddy. Don't kick that drum. There you go, bud. Nice job.
All right, and Representing the Las Colinas School, Mr. Jose.
All right, let's see it, sir. Nice, Jose. Good job. Good. Very nice, sir. Good pivot on that.
We have time for one more. I want to spotlight Brandon here.
Woo! I tell you what, I know Brandon's got a good kick.
Yes, he does. I've been on the receiving end on that kick a couple times. He's
All
got a
right.
good kick.
And every time. Great job, everybody. Nice work. All right. Let's see. I'm going to look at my lesson plan here. I think I'm supposed to be following that. I'm not sure. I don't know. All right. Oh, I'll tell you what. We're going to do some floor drills. Okay. Excellent. So we're going to work on some double knife hand blocks, and then we'll kind of finish up from there. Okay. All right. So let's do a little bit of stance work. Okay. So we're going to work on back stance double knife hand block. Now I'm going to show you guys one or two ways. You can either do that coming towards the camera, or you can do it coming across the camera, just like this. It does not matter to me which one you like to do. It is completely up to you, because I know everybody's rooms are a little bit different. It might be easier to go side to side. It might be easier to go straight towards the camera. Completely up to you. But your goal is, I want you guys to try to be able to do 3 or 4 in a row without having to reset. And even if you need to go diagonal, do that, okay? So however you need to adjust due to your room, completely fine. But let's talk about the double knife hand block, okay? So we're gonna do this in a back stance. I'm gonna turn sideways so you guys can see. So belly button is sideways. Back foot is pointing to where the belly button goes. Front foot is going forward or straight, because that's the direction I'm going to go. My knees are bent, okay? And I'm going to reach with my hands. My front hand is going to come in front of my face to protect. Let me turn to the camera so you guys can see. My front hand comes in front of my face. Notice how it stops on the other side of my face. If I stop it here, something is punching at my face. I never have my hand cross my face to block it out of the way. So I've got to make sure it comes across and finishes on that side. You can also use that center line that we talked about kind of coming off that side if you need to, if it's going to be a little close, okay? Because remember, just because we do a floor drill like this, it doesn't mean that that's how it is in real life, okay? Remember, this is just kind of getting our body to memorize the motion and stuff. But if I'm ever in a situation, somebody's going to hit me, I can step over to the side and throw that block. But what happens is this hand here does something very important. Number one, it covers my heart to give a little bit of extra protection, okay? So if I need to just put my hand here, if somebody's going to actually punch or kick me, I can make a fist right there. That's why we do double fist block. We have double knife hand block. The main difference why we do double knife versus double fist, all right? If our hands are open, that allows us to grab our opponent, okay? Now, I know we don't grab when we spar, but that's still important to be able, if somebody's trying to punch you, you've got to be able to open up that hand, maybe grab that punch, deflect that punch, and then you can come in for a counter strike. So let's practice this. So we're just going to walk forward or sideways, however you want to. As we step forward, we're going to reach right behind us, and we're going to throw that double knife hand block. Reach right behind us, double knife hand block, just like that. Like I said, I want you guys to try to be able to get 3 or 4 steps in. Okay, so again, side to side, front to back, does not matter, but let's try some double knife hand blocks. I've got 1 minute on my clock. Ready and go. And I'm going to be talking as you guys are practicing, okay? You want to have nice bends in your knees. Make sure your legs are relaxed. Good, and then you're going to reset after you do a couple and back up. I'm going to show you guys the advanced version of this. If you're really good, you can just look over your shoulder and then double knife hand block, going the other direction. And then just look over your shoulder, double knife hand block, coming back. Good. All right, remember knees bent, reaching both arms behind. The front hand protects the face as it turns out. The other hand is protecting the chest. All right, being able to grab or defend this side, okay? You guys got about 10 more seconds of double knife hand blocks. There you go, looking good. And everybody freeze. Nice job. Now, it's not my fault. Whoever wrote the lesson plan said we got to roll the dice. All right. Oh, it was Darby Trimble. I'm not naming any names, but it was Miss Trimble. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to roll the dice. We're going to see what kind of exercises that we have to finish up our class. I will throw them back here so you guys can see. So there is evidence. We are on push-ups, and we landed on a 1. All right. So you guys have 11 push-ups because we had to put a 10 in front of it. It is what it is. All right, here we go. Everybody, 11 push-ups, ready and go. All right. Some of you guys, just about you guys are almost done. Excellent. We're going to roll it one more time. This time we're going to roll the number first. All right, 3. So we're at 13. What's it going to be? 13 sit-ups. Yes. We need that strong core. 13 sit-ups. Ready and go. We got push-ups. We got sit-ups. Man, the dice is liking us tonight. I like it.
Just out of curiosity, sir, what's wild?
I don't know. We'll see if we roll it. I could come up with some wild stuff. All right. Now this time we're going to roll them at the same time. Here we go. Oh no, we already did push-ups. It doesn't count. Jumping jacks. We got 11 jumping jacks. All right, everybody up on your feet. Bonus points if you do 11 super jumping jacks. Ready and go. Super jumping jacks. Hands and legs out, and then they come back. If you need to just step it out to the side, you got that as well. All right. Nice job. You guys come up to the camera. I'm going to switch you guys to gallery view so I can see everybody. Excellent job today. You guys give yourself a big round of applause. Nice job. All right. Proud of you guys today. Everybody's working really hard. Now, we've got some announcements. So guys, number one thing, hey, and if you don't have your parents with you, you might want to grab them. All right. If you're a teen, just make sure you remember this, okay? Next Monday is Memorial Day, okay? So that means we're actually going to take the weekend off. So we're going to take off Saturday and Monday. We will not have normal class so you guys can celebrate Memorial Day with your family. Honestly, our team has been working really, really hard here. So I'd like to give them the weekend off to give them an opportunity to rest and recharge their batteries. Because like I said, testing is coming up, okay? And I remember how tough testing was last time. All right, that was a, that was a tough endeavor, but we're up to the challenge. So I think it'd be a nice little recharge for our team to make sure that they are ready because testing is coming up soon. All right. So there's that. What else did we talk about?
Private lessons?
Oh, yes. Private lesson registration is open for the week. I do want to apologize. I will tell you guys, my dad, who I haven't seen in like 2.5, 3 months, something like that. He lives in South Texas. He actually came up this weekend and I just haven't seen him in a while. So we did not get the private lesson schedule out on time like we normally do, so I apologize for that. But private lesson schedule is open for this week, okay? There will not be private lessons on Saturday due to the fact that we're going to be closed. Again, we want to give the team the weekend off to enjoy some rest and relaxation, all right? There's that. All right, last thing I want to talk about. You guys ready for this? All right, first announcement. All right, next week we are starting live, I'm sorry. This week, we are starting live classes. We are going to bring it back, okay? Here's the deal, all right? If you are in the teen or adult program, you guys are getting to start first, okay? So if you come to the teen or adult class, black belts, if you're a black belt and you're in the junior program, you guys aren't starting back this week, okay? All right, but basically, we're going to use you guys, the teens and adults, as guinea pigs. Just kidding, just kidding. We've got good procedures in place, but we are going to be social distancing. We are going to be limiting the amount of people that are going to come into class. Capel is going to have a class, and Las Colinas is going to have a class on Tuesday and Thursday at 7 o'clock, okay? It will be a 30-minute class. You will have your own bag. You will have your own area that you stay in. We're going to have to be really tight with the rules as we're opening back up. Nothing is changing with the virtual classes. Everything is still going to be going on virtual, all right? We're not changing anything that. We know that there are people that are not comfortable going out to live classes yet. We completely understand that, all right? And we are completely cool with that, all right? So I don't want you guys to think that we're changing anything on that, but we're going to slowly start making small steps to getting back to live classes. Again, very slowly. We wanted to start with teens and adults first, just to make sure that we had all of our procedures in place and we were doing all the right things. And then we can start letting the kids come in. Like I said, juniors, all right, junior black belts, you guys will probably start next week, okay? So be prepared for that. Again, completely, Zachary just asked a great question. What happens if there are too many people that come into class? There is going to be a sign up, Okay. So we're going to be just like you sign up for private lessons through Calendly, you're going to be able to sign up for class. It is on a first come, first serve basis. Okay. So if the class is full, the class is full. If we see an overwhelming demand, we may wind up adding another class here or there. But again, we're going to start out really slow. Based on the survey results that we got, we don't think that we're going to run out of room. But if we do, we will address that. Okay. And we know that, you know, as time goes on, more and more people are going to get more comfortable coming out of their homes. That's completely fine. We're going to add more classes. All right. And we're not sure when the schedule is going to be back to normal. I'm going to use the finger quotes on that. We're just going to wait and see. We're going to continue to follow the data. We're still going to continue to follow the trends. As of right now, things are looking good as far as some of the numbers that we've seen. We've seen some numbers going down, which is good. So that makes us feel a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about that, make sure you let us know. Let's see here. Aryan has a question. I got you, buddy. Aryan, I think.
Okay. My question is, how many people will be in class at most?
Great question. So in the Coppell location, because it's bigger, we're going to have 9 people in a class. In the Las Colinas school, it is a smaller area. We're going to have 5 people in a class. Okay. So we're having to be very, very careful with our numbers. And that is based on, you know, the 25% rule that we have. We're taking it a little bit more conservative and making the numbers a little bit smaller. But based on our occupancy loads, we feel very comfortable that we can make sure that people are spaced apart. But like I said, we don't want to load too many people. You guys know the Las Colinas school is not the largest school in the world. All right. It's not the smallest school in the world, but we want to make sure that the people that attend the Las Colinas school are just as safe as the people who attend the Coppell school. So
I have 2 questions typed in. Sammy asks, when does this start?
Great question. So it's going to start tomorrow, 7 o'clock. Okay. Sign-ups will probably go out later tonight.
And I have several people asking the question about face masks.
Great question. So here's the deal, is the staff is going to wear face masks. We are not going to require the students to wear face masks. You are more than welcome to wear a face mask. Okay. You do not have to. All right. So I know that's a big thing. We want to make sure that everybody's safe. Okay. But we're going to send out all those details out tonight with the email that goes in. And I'll tell you the reason why. I do have concerns. We didn't make the face mask mandatory because if you've got something blocking your airway and we're moving and sweating and stuff like that, I don't want that to be restrictive of your airway. So if you choose to wear one, but you need to take it off because you need to catch your breath or something like that, I want you to have that freedom and that flexibility. Okay. All right. So that's a big thing that's very important to me, is that, again, we want everybody to be safe. All right. And the instructor, since we're not doing the class with you, we're going to be just coaching it. We're going to wear the face mask. Okay. Because we want to be safe for you guys. Okay. Let's see here. Like I said, I know that we are going to have a bunch of questions. Was there somebody else lined up?
No, I see somebody who has a list of just iPad, but no name, that has their hand up. Oh, Neil is asking, will there still be virtual classes in case we can't make it?
Yeah, absolutely. We are not stopping the virtual classes. And the same schedule will move forward with the virtual classes. That is not stopping. Okay. If you feel comfortable in the virtual class, stay in the virtual class. If you don't feel ready to go out. It looks like Pavan's screen. Somebody has their hand up.
Okay. Give me a second, Pavan.
But yes, remember, we are not getting rid of the virtual class. Okay. That is staying. We're just adding some live classes. Yes. Pavan, yes.
Yeah. Are you taking temperature checks or anything like that?
We are doing temperature checks. We have the contactless. Is that the right word?
The laser.
Yeah, the infrared that you don't have to touch anything. Yes, we are doing temperature checks upon entry. So, and we're following CDC recommendations on that as well. I believe it's 100.4 is the number. Anything above that, is that right? I'll double check it. I wrote it all out. Honestly, my brain's in a jumble, but we're following CDC recommendations on that.
And are parents going to sit in the class, or they're not going to be? I hope you don't want anyone to sit in the class, right? They're just
that is correct. Again, the details will be coming out, but only students participating in the class will be able to attend. Okay, parents, we are going to have a live feed for you guys. Okay, we'll use one of the computers that we use here. We'll just face it towards the workout floor so you can see what's going on. But yeah, parents will be asked to wait in the car. And you know, we do have windows on the outside of the Coppell and the Las Colinas School. Well, in the Coppell School, we'll pull up all the blinds. If you want to stare, like look in the window and watch what's going on, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Or if you want to stand outside the Las Colinas School in the big windows and see what's going on, you're welcome to do that. Obviously, we recommend you guys use social distancing to kind of spread out on the outside of the building. But
And Kendall just asked, is it 9 per studio or 9 in total?
so great question, Kendall. So for the Coppell School, all right, we're only using Studio A. Okay, so there'll only be 9 people total. Okay, it'll be 5 people total in Las Colinas because there's only 1 studio workout floor.
Awesome.
Okay, all right. I think we could probably be here answering questions all night. So what we'll do is when you see the registration come out, if you have more questions, feel free to reply to the email. If you want to call us, you can do that. But that is our plan moving forward. Again, we are not getting rid of the virtual classes. The virtual classes are here. All right. We want to be safe for you guys. You know, if you don't feel comfortable coming out, stay at your home, continue to train at home. All right. We are fully supporting that. Okay. It is going to be a while before we start paring down any kind of virtual class. So just keep that in mind. Otherwise, if you do feel comfortable in coming out, just know that we're going to have every safety measure that we can. We've got the hand sanitizer that you're going to get when you come in and when you go out. You know, we're not going to be using cubbies and stuff like that. We do have a recommendation. If you want to come to live class and wear your hand gear so your hand doesn't make any contact with any equipment, feel free to do that as well. Okay, but the equipment that you use, everybody gets their own bag, and it'll be sanitized between classes, so that way that there won't be any cross-contamination on that. We'll be using our Clorox spray and wipes on that as well to make sure that we are killing anything. Guys, this is going to be like, not that our schools aren't clean, but this is going to be like the cleanest our schools have ever been. All right. I will also say that on Friday, we had a professional company come to both locations and disinfect both schools as well. We're going to post that information up. But it's a company called Get Restoration. They came in their level B hazmat suits and they sprayed the entire workout floors. So I feel very safe and comfortable that these guys are ready to go. Plus we will continue our updated cleaning procedures with mopping after every class and stuff like that to make sure that you guys are good. Okay. All right, guys, I think that's all I got. Again, more details will follow via email. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Great work today. I'm very proud of you. All right, let's unmute.
Hi!
Brendan, you got no
Guys.
automaton.
Minutes over class time.
You got no automaton.